Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well and having a great Halloween season. I actually got the idea for this video because of this fabric that I saw. I thought that was a really fun idea, and I also found these little action micro figures to go along with it. And for pile 1 we have the Headless Horseman, and pile 2 we have the Fly, and for pile 3 we have the Mummy. So go ahead and pick your pile and I'll see you there. Hi pile 1, if you pick the Headless Horseman, this reading is for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that over here. Put that over there. And I got these little jack-o'-lantern cards. They're little just quotes and stuff. And it said, "It's your story. Feel free to hit them with a plot twist at any moment." So keep that in mind. Kind of feels like you guys might be going out of expectations. I think that's what that's about. But let's get the overall energy. Yeah, you're going against expectations. This person, whoever this person is, I feel like they might be different than your typical type, or you're different from their typical type. It might be both, actually. It almost feels like an opposites attract kind of thing. There is some kind of unexpected nature to this. But there is a very strong, like, intuitive connection. Like you guys just get each other on an intuitive level. And I just have to say with this Judgment card too, this person could have had a chance with you in the past and they kind of blew it. And now they're coming back around, learned their lesson, coming back around. That's just, the Judgment card a lot of times talks about people, you know, coming back around. So that could be a possibility. But for a lot of you guys, I think it's just kind of out of the norm. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, this is Scorpio and Pisces, by the way. Heavy water energy. Move that over there. Have him hold these. And I'm going to get some of these romance cards first. Situation cards and love message oracle cards I'm going to use too. Yeah, it does kind of feel like there is going to be some drama around this. I think this is going to cause somebody else to be very dramatic. You might be dealing with somebody that somebody else likes, but they like you. This is kind of what this feels like to me. There was some kind of conversation or talk that you had with this person that I think completely changed the trajectory of this relationship. This really feels like the Judgment card to me too. Because it's almost like you guys weren't on the same page. And look, the witch is holding a book. It's like you guys weren't on the same page, but then there was something that was said or even done that kind of got you guys on the same page together, and I think that's what sparked this whole thing. Yeah. This person, I feel like, well, there is, I'm just going to say it, there is like a strong, like, intimate attraction there. But they also, I think, want a lot more communication. Especially with this interview card and then this together. I think this person really wants more communication with you. And it's almost like they wait until the next time they get to talk to you. Okay, let's get a couple of these. Be honest, heart-to-heart conversations. That's exactly what I was saying. This person wants to open up more communication. It says heart-to-heart conversations are necessary it is safe for you to talk about your feelings. They want to talk about their feelings with you. And this says, take your power back. You're giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should depend on you. And that's back to this. It's like you should be able to navigate your life and do what you want to do, because I think there's expectations, and I don't exactly know how to put it. There's some kind of limit, and you're allowed to do what you want to do. But there's somebody here, and I think it's this person, there's somebody here that's holding you back from doing that. Redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. And there that is again. I think you're scared. You or this person, remember. It could be either way, but you're scared that something will happen. And I feel like it's about this other person over here that is kind of causing you to be stuck. Scared about what they might say, how they might react, that kind of thing. All right, let's get a Halloween oracle. Okay, we have remembrance. I'm telling you one thing. I think this person remembers a lot of the things that you've said, a lot of the stuff that you have told them, and I think they think back on that. There was something here that was said. And then we have the skeleton strength. I wasn't going to take all these cards, but I think I need to. This is talking about having strength, because there is a light after the darkness, intuition, and blind spots. I feel like your intuition is going to show you the spots that you don't necessarily see, the things that you don't necessarily see. And that goes a lot back to this high priestess too. There's information that you don't quite have yet, but I think there is going to be some light shown on it. Because I mean, here we have the lamp and dawn, and I mean, there's a big emphasis on light, like light being shown on something. You might be in the dark on how this person feels, period. You might not know how this person feels about you, and I think there's about to be some kind of communication that comes in that lets you know exactly what that is. Yeah, they want to open up. There's a strong emphasis on wanting to open up. I've got to put this out there too. This person could know one of your family members. And that could be who this other person is like a family member or a friend or somebody close, because it feels like there is somebody, it could even be a coworker too. Just going to throw that out there. There is somebody close in the mix that's kind of getting in the way of things. They do want communication. Now, I feel like there is some chatter. Somebody might have picked up on this person being into you, and now there's a bunch of chatter going on, and that's why you or them are so scared about what's going to happen next, because there's some chatter going on, and I think there's some gossip. And that might be how you actually find out about this, because you hear the gossip. Yeah, you're going to hear the gossip from somebody. And I think that for a lot of you guys, when you do, it's going to be spun in a totally different way than what it actually is, though. And that's where this other person is going to have to come in and actually open up that communication and let you know, hey, that's not how it is. This is how it is. Because things are going to be said through someone else that's not going to be exactly right. All right, we got to get into the tarot. Yeah, I think you guys could know this person through like a family member, a friend, somebody. There's somebody else in the mix here that is kind of in the middle. Yeah. You guys are worried about how somebody else is going to feel about this. And that's what's keeping all of this up in limbo. They're wondering, should I say something, should I not? Because they see the potential here, and they see, I just feel like you guys, they see how you guys would make a good team with each other. They notice you a lot. And I mean, this is like who's got their eye on you. So they do notice you a lot. Yeah. This person is kind of wondering if you're single or if you're open to date. They don't quite know that yet. But you could be independent, and they're really liking that. They're really liking how you know how to do things. You know how to get things done, what you need to do, all that. But they're wondering how this is going to go, though. They're trying not to be sneaky. This person does not want to be sneaky, but they feel like it's kind of inevitable to a degree. There's so many options as to how this will play out. I feel like this person is actually considering being sneaky because they feel like they have no other choice. They just don't want to do that. So that has kept them in a hermit mode, not doing anything, not saying anything, trying to reevaluate. They're in logic right now, because all I just look up at this and I see that brain, going into that pumpkin. They're trying to think of things more logically, because there are certain boundaries they have with this person maybe that they don't want to cross. They don't want to go behind somebody's back and do something, but it feels like they feel like there's not much of a choice because there's other people involved. And that's why there isn't much of a choice. This person is coming in with really stable energy, though. I really like that, especially you're coming up in the 9 of Pentacles energy, and this person is coming up in the King of Pentacles energy. That's Earth sign energy, so it's really stable and really, secure. I feel like, what I was saying earlier, it seems like you guys are on, wanting to get on the same page and have, some common things, some things in common. And that's what they're kind of seeing. They think that this could work because you guys seem to have similar goals. And that goes back to this 3 of Pentacles too. It's like you guys have similar goals to each other. Similar interest too. And with this Hermit card and this person coming up as King of Pentacles, it seems like this person has been more into the money aspect, trying to get over this while they think about what's going on with you and this whole situation. They're kind of more focused on, their material. Yeah, they're more focused on their material. They're trying to... They're trying to accomplish what they can. They're focusing on the things that they can get done, that they can accomplish, they can change and control right now. And they're waiting on that to kind of come in before they go and start something else, you know. Like, they don't want too many things on their plate, even though they feel like you would be totally worth it. They're trying to close them, and now here we go. Now you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have King and Queen here. So this person does view you as a counterpart. Now, whether they think, like, believe in divine counterparts and all that kind of stuff, they could, or if not, they do see a good match there. They see you as an equal, as someone that they want to build with, basically, especially with the Pentacles. This person sees a ton of potential in this relationship. I just feel like there's a bunch of outside stuff going on that you two have to deal with. All right. And just for fun, we're going to get these cards that could be like potentially what their hair color, eye color, and personality traits could be, just for fun. All right, let's see what their hair color could be. Here, I'm going to move this over here. Multicolor hair and ash blonde hair wanted to come out. Jet black hair. We'll get one more. Well, we got gray white hair. There's like a few wanting to come out, but I didn't want to get a ton of them because there'll be a ton coming out if I do that. Okay, let's see what eye color they could have. Russet brown eyes. Forest green eyes. Baby blue eyes. Well, okay, they want onyx eyes, honey hazel eyes, and seafoam green eyes. I had to take all those. It wasn't giving me any choice. Strawberry blonde hair wanted to come out too. Okay. Let's see what some personality traits could be. Okay, we have romantic. Outgoing. Curious, determined, independent. And see, those are words that came up in the reading. This could also be how they see you, but I kind of feel like that's how both of you guys are. Like there's some mirroring and some commonality there. That's something you guys have in common with each other. All right, let's get some physical traits. All right. Nice chest, nice shoulders, emphasis on that. Bald. Now let's get a couple more. All right. Wears glasses. curly hair, and nice hair. Emphasis on shoulder, chest region, and hair. So those are just some potential things they could have. Now let's get into your dice. Let's see what sign you could be dealing with. Okay, we have Taurus, Cancer, Taurus again, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. And we got Taurus with that King of Pentacles, all the Pentacles. There was a ton of Earth energy in that reading. Virgo with the Hermit card. And I don't think we got a Leo card or a Libra. But we got some confirmation there. Okay, let's see what planet you got. I read this dice a little bit different. I think that we have signs and planets for a reason. So I encourage people to look up their placement in this specific planet because it might help them with this situation. Okay, we have Pluto. Oh, come on now. All right, we have Pluto, and it pertains to like death and rebirth, out with the old, in with the new, the end of an era, transformation, evolution. That has a lot to do with what this reading was about, especially with this Judgment card. This is a very Pluto card. This is almost exactly what that said. So I would look up your Pluto placement. And this is also Scorpio. So some of you guys, you or this person might have Pluto in Scorpio. So that could be some extra confirmation there. All right, let's get your numbers. These can be life paths, synchronicities, dates, places, just numbers you're seeing. Okay, we have 10 and 10 and 6. So I think these break down to a 1. So keep an eye out for those numbers. They mean something to you. And now let's get some initials or get some letters, because these letters could be anything. They could be initials or anything. Okay, we have L, M, X, K, S, I, K, I think that's C, yeah, Z, X, W, I don't think there's another W, V, and U. So that's L, M, X, K, S, I, Z, W, V, and U. Like I said, you can make words out with those. They could be initials, just whatever. Places even. Well, Pile 1, that was your reading. I hope it helped you and gave you some clarity. If it did, please like and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Group 2. If you picked the fly, this reading is for you. Set that over there. And this is just like a little jack-o'-lantern quote. And it says, I broke my rules for you. One or both of you guys are feeling like you broke some rules for this person, or dating this person will break some of your rules. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Maybe you feel like this person is a rule breaker, or they feel that way about you. Because, I mean, this is about them keeping an eye on you. So maybe they feel that way about you. But let's go ahead and get the overall energy. All right, that's too much. We're gonna stick with the Hierophant card. That's Taurus energy. This person, I'm just gonna say, there's the reason why this came out with that. This person feels like you break traditional stuff, or how they perceive that, because they go about things in a certain way. They might have like certain ideas they have about relationships or just life in general, and it seems like you kind of flip that on its head. Sorry if you hear my cat in the back, he's cleaning himself. Merlin, what are you doing? He always has to be in the video. Anyway, I feel like you really do challenge this person and how they see things, they view things. You kind of break them out of this shell that they have. All right. Let's get some of these. We're going to get some like romance cards. This is situations cards, and then there's love message cards. Roller coaster, highest highs, adrenaline rush. That is exactly what I'm talking about. They feel like this with you is kind of like a roller coaster. They kind of don't know what's going to happen one day to the next, or one interaction to the next. Pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. I feel like this whole situation has been so suppressed that they're getting to a point where they just want to say how they feel. This almost feels like word vomit to me. Like they almost feel like they just want to just blurt out exactly what they feel. And it says history, past. So this could be somebody you have a past with. Oh, okay. I get this now. The reason why they're feeling like this and you challenge them so much is because they feel threatened because of how they have lived their life and the way that they have planned things out. This whole situation, they've had to let go of their ego a little bit. They've had to check their ego. Because it seems to me like this person has tried to keep up appearances because they could potentially be embarrassed. And the reason why that is for some of you guys, this could be an ex. And, you know, when you go back to somebody, a lot of people feel like that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't have to be an ex, but there is something about this that is kind of, I don't think they're embarrassed about you. I think they're embarrassed because of things that they've either said or done that has put them in a weird spot pertaining to this. Unbreakable love. This person has a genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. And I feel like that's what they're coming to realize. Because I do feel like this person's emotions and feelings are genuine. They're just a little bit intimidated. It says letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their action or reassess their access to you. And it says actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. And that's a huge thing here. Is I think this person does want to talk about it, and you guys might make each other feel a little bit left out, but I think it's because there's not much communication going on. And there needs to be some open communication here. Because you both have gotten to a point where, like, do we let this go? And you're assessing each other's actions, but it's like you can't be completely open and honest. And that's kind of messing things up. Okay, let's get some Halloween oracles. Okay, we have ghost regret. I feel like if there was things that happened in the past, this person is really regretting that. Whether it's blowing a chance with you or never taking a chance with you, or something they've said or done in the past. And then we have spider, community, and web weaving. And this person really does want you to be a part of their community. I feel like you guys might already have some, like, whether it's like friends on like social media or whatever it is, there is some kind of way of communication, at least, you know, like potential, like, avenue to that. But I think this person wants more access to be able to talk or spend time with you. I'm getting more so, it's more so spend time than talk in this particular reading. It's like this person wants to give you their time more than just, you know, like a phone call or a message. They want to actually see each other in person. Forgiveness, reducing burden. There could have to be an apology here. And then we have remembrance. There's tons of past energy. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you've either known this person for a long time, or you got this is potential ex. There is a lot of, they're remembering, okay, if they did something, they're remembering everything that they did. And I feel like this person is going to come in with an apology. I feel like they're kind of keeping an eye on you too, because they're wondering if you're going to be receptive to this apology, or like when the right time for that would be. Yeah, they don't want to come off in the wrong way. They're worried that you're going to think that they have ulterior motives. They don't want to ruin shit. And that's exactly what this is. They feel like they're going to ruin they feel like they're going to ruin exactly what you guys, what little communication, what little access they have to you. They feel like if they come in too strong, they're going to ruin that. And that's why I'm just going to tell you right now, this person is feeling a little sneaky, a little strategic, but it's because they want to know the right way to go about things. So take that how you want to. Yeah. Because it seems to me like there is some kind of transition that has to happen. There's something that they have to do. There's some kind of action that needs to be taken. And whether that's, you know, like apologizing, or, I don't know, cutting somebody off. Maybe you had a falling out with somebody or something, you know what I mean? Like, and they have to stand up for you, or that kind of thing. But there's some kind of action on their part that they have to do. And they're going to have to figure that out. Okay, we got to get into the tarot. Yeah, slowly, I feel like they're coming. Now, this isn't the slowest night, but he is pretty slow. Slowly, they're trying to come in and say something. Now, I'm really surprised we got the Knight of Cups instead of the Page of Cups. Because I was feeling real heavy Page of Cups energy. But it does seem like they are coming in a bit more mature. So that's a good thing. They are coming in with emotions, with feelings, and it's a little bit more mature than what I was expecting it to be. So that's a good sign. But I'm telling you, it's like they're very back and forth. It's like the emotions are there, but they don't know if they can offer it to you. They don't know if that... They're kind of being a little bit selfish in their approach. At least part of the time, I feel like this person stays up in their head trying to protect themselves. And when they protect themselves, that's the energy they come in with. It's kind of like stubborn and selfish energy. But that's a defense that this person has. That's not how they feel. That's their defense. And they need to get that under control and check before they try to come in and get other people involved in that. That's something they're going to have to work out themselves. Because until they get that under control, they're just going to stay in this big loop of not closing out cycles, not opening up other cycles, just being stubborn and ego and stuck on how they feel and not how other people feel. And that's how they, when they're in like a mental rut, that's almost how they soothe themselves. But they have to get over that. Especially before they can, okay, because there are some things that, like I said before, there's some things that need to happen with this person. And I feel like that's on the verge of happening or just did happen. They are fighting some necessary changes they've got, and that's what their coping mechanism is for denying these changes they've got to do. They just get all stone-hearted and block everything out. They put up walls to block out change, but that's not going to work. Yeah, they're just delaying the inevitable here. That's all they're doing. And I think you see this. You know this. This person doesn't, but you do. If you know who I'm talking about, you know what's going on with this person. Now, you could not know who in the world I'm talking about, and this is just an internal struggle this person's going through, and on the outside, they're completely fine. But this is what I'm picking up with the reason why it's stayed in the watching realm and nobody has talked about it is because of this. Like I said, there's more sneaky energy to wondering how they can come in, but they've got to deal with their own issues first before they can come in. The reason why that this person has not been able to find a way to say anything or know what the right thing to do is because they haven't dealt with their own stuff. And they feel like they have to be sneaky because they haven't dealt with their own stuff. And like I said before, now the feelings are there. There's a lot of feelings. They want to like make some kind of sneaky move to offer some kind of like make a love offer. But they're not ready for that, I don't think. Or at least they weren't. I mean, this could be, yeah, but nah. They're not ready for that yet. They're too reckless. And what's so funny is when they get into this energy, they get reckless, and that's exactly, it's like the opposite effect. They try to protect themselves, but by doing that, they make themselves more reckless. It's that double-edged sword type of stuff that I'm feeling. It's like you try to deal with one problem, and then that causes a whole nother problem to come up because you're trying to deal with something else in a way that's not healthy, and it just causes more issues. Does the opposite of what you're trying to do, basically. Yeah. And when they could really put down these burdens and move forward and realize that some of this stuff that they're carrying around ain't worth carrying around, and they need to just let things go. But that's exactly why nothing has really happened so far. Is because they do have the emotions, but they don't have what it takes to actually offer it. Because we've got cups coming up in the upright, but we've got pentacles coming up in the reverse. It's all fantasy. There's no reality to it. Like it's in feelings, it's in emotions, it's in fantasy land. But when it comes to tangible, you know, material stuff that can happen in reality, they're not there yet. There those are. Alright, we're going to get these cards just for fun. It's like hair color, eye color, things like that. I thought it would just be a fun thing to do. Alright, let's start with hair color. Off black hair. Bleach blonde hair, dark blonde hair, and red hair. See what eye color they could have. Okay. Onyx eyes, baby blue eyes, sapphire blue eyes, gray green eyes. Let's see some personality traits. Come on now. Charming. Funny. Spiritual. I think that's all I'm going to take out of that. Friend. That one just flew right out. Outgoing and personal issues. I feel like this person could be going through some shit. I'm just going to be 100% honest on that. I feel like this person is kind of going through it a little bit. There's some things that they need to take care of before they can bring anybody else into their stuff. I'm just being 100% honest with that. Long hair, full lips. Oh, this is physical traits, by the way. I forgot to say. Nice laugh. We're going to take the first one. Handsome, round face, and straight hair. So emphasis on hair and mouth, really. So you think this person could have like a beautiful laugh, smile, that kind of thing. Nice hair. Okay, let's see what sign you could be dealing with. Okay, we have Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini again, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Alright, now I'm going to get you guys a planet, And I read these dice differently because I feel like we have these placements in these planets for a reason. So if you look up what sign you have in that planet, it might be able to help you with this situation. Just for some extra clarity and confirmation. Okay, we have moon. And the moon is about like you as a person, your emotions, your moods, your intuitions, like subconscious kind of things. And like your heart's desire, like any kind of inside. The moon is a lot opposite to the sun. Where the sun is what a lot of other people see, the moon is more of what's going on the inside. Not a lot of people see this part of you. Unless, I guess, you let them into your deep emotions. Like, this is kind of the placement that not a lot of people get to see. So, check into your moon sign, see what that is, because that might be able to help you here. Okay, let's get your numbers. These can be life, past, synchronicities, dates, places, numbers you're seeing. Okay, we have 3, 1, and 7. And your moon could, that moon sign could also be a sign that we saw rolled with the sign dice too, by the way. Because that kind of is how it's read, so that could be potentially, you know, what it is. But, okay, we have 3, 1, and 7. So like I said, those could be life paths, dates, just numbers you're seeing. Take it however it is to you. Alright. Let's get some letters. These can be initials or words you can make out. Okay, we have E, F, D, L, L, E, T, O, and C, and, I don't know, and Q. So that's E, F, D, L, T, O, C, and Q. Well, Group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you and gave you some clarity. If it did, please like and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Group 3. If you picked the mummy, this reading is for you. I'm going to put that over there. And we're going to go ahead and get into your jack-o'-lantern quote, and it says, when you're filled with self-love, you make better choices. So there's something to keep in mind. And you could have done a lot of things to better yourself and doing things that you like, stuff that just make you happy. And this person sees that, and I think they really admire that about you. But let's get the overall energy. I'm going to shuffle again because that shuffle wasn't very good. There we go. Alright. And you guys got the Hermit. It seems to me like you guys have really taken some time for yourselves. This is Virgo energy, by the way. You guys have taken some time to yourselves to figure out what exactly it is that you want, that you need. You're not putting a lot of focus onto things that aren't worth your time. You're really prioritizing your own time right now, and I feel like you might have inspired this person to do the same, and they're really admiring that about you. Let's go ahead and get some of these situation cards, and we have love message cards too. Get those, get more information. We have commitment, long-term relationships, and TikTok deadlines and time running out. This person feels like, well, first of all, they think they are coming in wanting a commitment. They're coming in thinking about that. They feel like they do have a time limit to that, though, for some reason. Oh, because there is a risk here, and they might have to make some changes onto how they do things, because they might be more in, like, living the single life, and they're ready to turn that around to be more serious. But let's get some of these cards so I can get more information on that. I feel like you've made some changes in your life, and you're inspiring this person to do the same. They're really interested in what you're going to do next. That's one thing I'm really getting. Okay, we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like you guys haven't talked very much. Now, this doesn't have to be an ex or somebody you're separated from. I mean, it could be, but what I'm getting from this is it's somebody that you don't really have a lot of interaction with. And it says, be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. And I feel like you have come to this realization. This person is coming to this realization. This is what they're doing. This is what you're inspiring them to do, because I think that they are an overthinker. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. This person is kind of a Debbie Downer. I feel like they overthink a lot. And as you're in the Hermit upright, they might be in the Hermit reversed. Because this did kind of come out in the reverse, but a lot of times I don't read these in the reverse. But I feel like that's the energy that, the reason why that happened is because that's kind of the energy that they're in. They're overthinking things. But you're more so contemplating things from a more healthy standpoint. And they're trying to get to that, but I feel like they're doing the exact opposite. And that's kind of what they have to figure out. But let's get these Halloween oracles. I feel like you're teaching them, kind of showing them healthier ways to do things. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They have a lot of fear and that it's completely unnecessary. And they're stuck in that. And they're wondering how you're so confident. The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. They wonder how you make things happen. It's almost like you can just make things happen. But what they don't know is that's not the case. Like, there's stuff underneath that. There's stuff that you have to do, things that you've worked on, things that you've learned, all that makes these things possible. You can't just snap your fingers and do it. And they think that you can, but that's not how it is. Like, you've put in the work. And then we have mummy change, and you guys picked the mummy. That's awesome. But they have to change. For them to be able to get to this point where they want, they want to be on your level. I'm just going to say it. They feel like that they want to be on your level. Because they want to communicate. They want that commitment, and they feel like they have to, upgrade themselves a little bit to be able to do that. But they have to change a lot of the ways that they think. Yeah, because deep down inside they want stability. I just don't think they can show it very well. Uh-huh. Hold on, let me get one more. Oh, well, two more. What is holding them back is this going around and around in their head. They don't know quite how to get out of that. They want to come towards you, but they're thinking of all the things that can go wrong. They see all the good things that can happen, but they're letting all the negative cloud their judgment. They're not showing what they really want. This person kind of feels like they're in denial a little bit to me. But let me get the tarot, because I got to get more information on that. Because it feels like, for a lot of you guys, it's something this person is currently going through, but everybody's on different timelines, so I'm not 100% sure about that. But for the strong feeling I'm getting for the majority of people, this is something that is currently happening. All right. Yeah. You make this person feel extremely passionate. They want to start new things with you. They want to make memories with you a lot. They do kind of, now I have to be honest with this, they do kind of have you up on a pedestal a little bit. And I think that's part of the reason why they're feeling a little bit insecure. And that's a them problem. That doesn't have anything to do with you. You shouldn't have to dim your shine to make this person feel okay with themselves. They need to do that themselves. They're kind of in this area of I don't know if I should even try. Because I don't think they're blaming you about it either. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think so. But that could be unintentionally the energy that is kind of, you can pick up on that vibe. And I just want to throw out there that that has nothing to do with you. That's a them problem. Well, with the card about the nightlife and stuff, I do feel like you guys see this person out and about. If you guys, there's some kind of social aspect to this. And they kind of feel like you maybe want to keep it in that realm of just social interaction. When they really want commitment. See that we're going straight back to these first 3 cards that I pulled. They really want commitment, and there's some kind of social nightlife thing going on. This person could have had codependency issues in the past. I've just got to throw that out because that's what I'm getting. A lot of the energy is very codependent. Kind of not knowing what they want. Yeah, they don't. Codependent, not knowing what they want. Here we go. This is exactly what I'm saying. This person does not feel like they're on your level. And I mean, it depends on your situation. I mean, that could very well be true. I don't know that because obviously I don't know you guys, but I'm just reading, cards the energy and everything. But yeah, there is a very weird dynamic imbalance here. they're like telling me, you know, there's a reason why I feel this way. I'm not only being insecure, and I feel like they are being insecure. But there's also reasons to why they're feeling that way. Like, they're coming through like they don't want to be, like, perceived as a big baby. But, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Good news is I do feel like they are making changes. I feel like they're trying to get out of this mindset. They're trying to make changes in the way they feel about things, how they act towards things. Just their whole outlook on everything in general. I feel like they had a really weird negative outlook on just not necessarily even you. I think it was just everything. They were stuck in kind of a toxic way of thinking. But they're trying to move on from that. Yeah. And what this person wants, we've got the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Cups. This person does really truly want commitment. They want a good emotional relationship. They want a stable relationship. They really do want something solid and nurturing. But I feel like they hold themselves back in the way that they think about things and they perceive things. Because I don't think that this person is a bad person. For the majority of you guys, I mean, I don't know them. So, but just from the energy I'm picking up, it feels like to me that this person is not a bad person. They just had bad ways of thinking. I'm really picking up like this person is somebody that has not had a lot of like actual real relationships. It seems to me like they have more had surface level relationships, and now they're trying to change that. But it does take time. It does take effort. That's what this feels like to me. It's like they're trying, but they're just not quite there yet. All right. And just for fun, we're going to see what this person's hair color, eye color, all of that could potentially be. And I have to say that a lot of these readings today, they kind of feel like they're different situations, but they have similar things in them. So if you felt drawn to a different pile, maybe watch that one too. Because there is some, but I can't remember which pile it was, but there was some similarities to this reading with a different pile. So only if you felt drawn to another pile, try that one too. But if not, don't worry about it. But I just felt like I should bring that up. Let's see what hair color this person could have. Okay, medium brown hair and auburn hair. Natural black hair. Bleach blonde hair and off black hair. Alright. So let's see what their eye color could be. Ash brown eyes. Russet brown eyes. Honey brown eyes. Black brown eyes and baby blue eyes. Alright, let's see what some of their personality traits could be. Nervous. That's what I'm getting. They've got a bunch of nervous energy. Nervous but calm. I feel like that comes in with the fact that I feel like you are very calming to this person. They see, it's so weird because it's like you make them nervous, but at the same time you bring like a sense of peace. Okay, we have friend, independent. And then we have boring and logical. And that sometimes what goes along with the Hermit card too. Now, I feel like that's something that this person wants a little bit more of. I feel like they kind of have a little bit of chaotic things going on and they really want to tap into that logical. They're like, man, I really envy people that have kind of a boring life a little bit because my life is crazy. All right, let's see what, oh yeah, these are physical traits. Right-handed. Oval face. Nice cheekbones. Straight hair. Short height and strong. So these are just potential attributes they could have. All right. Okay, let's see what sign you could be dealing with. Okay, we've got Virgo. There's heavy Virgo energy in this reading. All right, we have Capricorn. Aries. Sagittarius. Aries again. Heavy air or heavy fire and heavy earth. And Cancer. All right, now I'm going to get a planet. I do these dice differently. I feel like we have placements in certain planets for a reason. So maybe we can use that specific sign in that planet to help us with this. So let's see what that could be. All right. And you guys got Neptune. Now, Neptune is talking about like intuition, like the mind, like subconscious type of stuff, otherworldly kind of things. So that's something to kind of look into. Check out your placement in Neptune and see what that is and how you can apply that in this situation, and it might be helpful. Okay. Now let's get your numbers. These can be life path, synchronicities, dates, places, numbers you're seeing, whatever it is to you. Okay, we have 13, 12, and 2. So I think that breaks down to a 4 and a 3. So 2, 3, 4, that's a synchronicity right there. So keep an eye out for these numbers. Now let's get your letters. Okay, we have J, H, I, Z, F, O, H, and T. Now these could be initials or words. I'm seeing the word hot. This person really thinks you're hot. I see that right off the bat. But see if you can make anything out, or if they mean anything to you. Well, Pile 3, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you and gave you some clarity. If it did, please like and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you next time. Bye!